I'm going to give you a quick tour of how I do things around here. This is where I usually record the repair videos. That's my soldering iron. I don't have anything hooked up right now, I just kind of have it set up for demonstration. My soldering iron is just off frame, and the frame would be on that white area there. This is actually my wife's crafting area, as you can see. I do it here because, well, I started doing it here because we have these skylights, and I used to use those as natural light in my earliest videos. But then I got these photo lights I bought from a colleague. He was moving to California and didn't need them anymore. So I bought them off of him. They're cheap, but you know what? They do the work that I need them to do. I don't have the bulbs in there right now. I have 4 LED bulbs in there usually. So yeah, this is where I usually do the repair videos. Soldering iron just off frame. And the camera is hooked up to this contraption. That this thing, I mount the tripod head that I'm right now I'm using as a makeshift stabilizer. I put the tripod head on this thing, and then I got this boom pole here that's attached to a C stand. It's called, or sometimes known as a century stand. And I got my my counterweight bag here. Because when the camera's on the end of the pole, it's surprisingly it has some surprisingly high leverage. So yeah, this is the area where I usually do the repair videos. I chose this place, you know, like I said, normally because it had natural light, but now that I have those studio lights, I don't need the natural light anymore. But now I just use it for a nice white background. Gives a nice contrast to the black of most of the consoles and cartridges. So this is where I do the repair videos. So this is my living room. This is where I usually record stuff when I'm in front of the camera. Right now I got the duck in there as a stand-in. I'll usually have this blanket here on the back of the couch. The back of the couch isn't black, it's green. It's a really, really dark green. So if I'm sitting in front of it, I usually look like I'm sitting in front of a black hole. Unless I have that blanket on the back, that kind of helps offset things. I got my microphone here on a stand. Focus, come on. Give it a lot of focus, okay. So I put my microphone on a stand, and then I have an external recorder. I have a Tascam HDP2 that I record my audio with when I'm on camera. Normally I would use the wireless lavalier mic like I'm using now, but when I'm on camera like that, I like to do things a little more quote-unquote properly. So I usually sit basically where the duck is, between the couch and the coffee table. And then I got my lights. I usually have this light as a key light directly on me. And then I'll have this light will be bouncing off the ceiling. You can see our ceiling is angled to accommodate those skylights I showed you earlier. So it actually works as a really decent bounce. Sometimes I'll turn on that lamp if I need a little, like a little background light. But that's basically it. And then I'll set the camera right in front of the TV in an appropriate place. I'm using the tripod right now, like I said, as a makeshift stabilizer. So, but yeah, this is where I'm usually set up to shoot stuff when I'm on camera. And this is where I work. This is where I do the Let's Plays, where I do my editing. If I'm doing a Let's Play, I'll take that microphone I showed you earlier, set it up right about there. And then, you know, I got some lamps. I got my MIDI keyboard, MIDI control surface, drum pads. For when I want to create some music. I haven't done that in a long time. I really got to do that more. But this is my computer. I use Vegas because I originally used Sony Movie Studio, and then Sony sold off all their stuff to Magix, and Magix offered me a really good deal upgrading to Vegas. So I took them up on it. So yeah, it's just my desk. Nothing really special. my upgraded computer in the really old case. Third-party Xbox controller. And this is my rack of equipment that I use for audio production. It's going to be kind of dark. I'll try to open it up here. But it's a DigiDesign 003 rack. And that's my main audio interface. When I'm recording voiceover, I plug into that. When I'm editing, I'm listening through that. So, and I got a hardware compressor and a hardware digital reverb from Behringer. It was a good deal. It's what's it called? It's called the Reverb Pro. If you can find one and you want a hardware digital reverb, pick one up. They're a very good value despite being Behringer. Then these are my monitor speakers. The JBLs are just up there for lack of a better place to put them. So I just put them up there for show. But my main monitors are these, hard to see here with the window, but they're just some Behringer monitor speakers I got for free. The price was right, so I couldn't turn them down. So, and this is my wall of cables. A bunch of XLR cables and a couple video cables and adapters and VGA. You name it, I probably got it up there somehow. So, but this is pretty much it. Not a lot to it. Yeah, I have to tear down and set up the lights every time I want to do something. But, that's not that big of a deal. It doesn't take me very long anymore. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this part of the tour. Thanks for watching.